Welcome. Thank you for watching this video presented by CostStoreFixtures. Questions should be emailed to CostStoreFixtures@outlook.com. This application uses the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet program. Microsoft and Excel are trademarks and property of Microsoft Corporation. A Microsoft Corporation license is required to use the Excel program. The instruction example covers foundation principles and demonstrates the process by calculating the cost of a pedestal fixture step by step. Each instruction example consists of a macro button and a cell comment. To read the text of the macro before clicking the button, hover over the cell to the right of the button and the text of the macro is displayed. Complete the instruction example to develop an understanding and proficiency at preparing a cost workup. The instructions example is on the instruction sheet. The instruction sheet is the window currently displayed. The example starts at row 157. To get to the example, click the fourth button labeled B.000 Example Cost Workup Pedestal. The focus of step 2 of the 3 steps is on the principles of this process and how to enter the material prices on 3 cost workup sheets. Example item 2.2.09 Project Dimensions to Cost Workup Sheets. On elevation sheets, buttons labeled DMNS are used to find the cells for specific features on the project dimensions sheet. DMNS means dimensions. On the project dimensions sheet, buttons labeled SLCT:WSI are used to switch to the correct cost workup sheet where the material prices are entered. Select:WSI means select worksheet individually. The Select WSI buttons switch to an unused cell, usually G2, on the specific cost workup sheet identified in the button label. The reason the switch is not to a price cell is because there are hundreds of rows of items that can be priced for any material on any fixture. The instructions example, for instruction purposes, switches to specific price cells on the cost workup sheet. The macros that start input are prepared to enter specific prices for specific materials for specific locations on a specific pedestal fixture. When a new cost workup is prepared, the specific cells in column T in which to enter prices are determined by the person preparing the workup. The cells chosen identify the specific parts to be fabricated and cost calculated. The instructions example pedestal has panels for the top, side left, side right, bottom, and back. The front panel is included on the door cost workup sheet. Not until a price is entered for each part are the parts included in the calculation. In the substrate section, the price is entered for each part. Price refers to the price paid vendors for materials. The buttons labeled SLCT:WSI are at the left end of the row of dimensions. At the right end of the dimensions row are buttons that start DMNS. They prompt the user to enter the dimensions of the feature identified in that row. If a dimension is incorrect, click the DMNS button and re-enter the 5 values, or enter the correct value in the cell with the green characters. With the autofilter on, buttons are overlaid on each other. Read the label before clicking the button. When switched to the cost workup sheet from the project dimension sheet, the cursor is in unused cell G2. There is no significance to the placement of the cursor in that particular cell. On a cost workup sheet, the user can switch to the project dimension sheet to achieve either of 2 results. First, position the cursor in the unused cell at the left end of the feature dimensions. Second, be prompted to enter the feature dimensions in the row of dimensions. To place the cursor in the unused cell at the left end of the feature dimensions on the cost workup sheet, click the button in cell J11 labeled SLCT:PRJT:DMNS. To enter the feature dimensions in the row of cells on the project dimension sheet from the cost workup sheet, click the button in cell J9 or in cells N22 through P22. This example 2.2.09 is completed. Continue the example by clicking item 2.2.10.